A short video from SEJ as to why buses matter. We look at London and then more briefly at the rest of the country. Buses are a lifeline to many in the capital, particularly among those for whom affordability and accessibility are priorities. But with average speeds barely over 9 miles per hour, they are simply not getting passengers to where they need to be quickly enough. And while ridership is increasing post-COVID, it is still below that of a decade ago. The words of Michael Roberts, the chief executive of the respected London Travel Watch. Buses matter, but buses matter especially to certain groups of people. A third of all bus journeys in London are taken by people earning less than £20,000 a year. 10% of day bus passengers are disabled people. And 73% of Black people use the bus at least once a week, more than any other group. Buses matter to people, yet low traffic neighborhoods are designed to push traffic off side roads to the adjacent busy roads, many of which are bus routes. And we end up with pictures like these, the impact of the Streatham Wells LTN in South London a couple of years ago. If buses matter, why is this policy of LTNs pursued, designed to push traffic onto many bus routes? It's a two-tier London. For some within the LTNs, it's peace and quiet. But for others, the traffic from those LTNs onto the busy roads means delay and waits and longer waits at bus stops. If buses matter, why are we doing this? We're not saying that LTNs are the only cause of bus delays. That would be daft. Overall traffic levels in London are too high, and they contribute to the slow bus journeys at the average speed of around 9 miles per hour. But bus lanes, which are critical to the performance of buses, have been removed on busy roads to make way for cycle lanes. If buses matter, as they do, why is that policy being pursued? Just a reminder, 10% of daytime passengers on London buses are disabled people. Yet, over the last few years, consistently, floating bus stops have been installed, whereby people need to cross a busy bike lane in order to get from the pavement to their bus. Difficult for many people, almost impossible for blind people and disabled people. If buses matter to disabled people in London, and they do, why are we pursuing this policy? But buses matter outside London as well. particularly to younger adults and older people, to those who are on lower incomes, to women who tend to rely on buses more than men, especially during the day, to people of color who are more likely to use the buses, and to those with mobility difficulties who rely on buses for many of their trips. A similar pattern to London. Bus services outside London over the last couple of decades have been very variable. In places like Brighton or Edinburgh, they've been well run. But in other places, they've been poor. However, there are real signs of improvements to bus services, and particularly in many towns and cities, improvements like Manchester's B-Line service. The truth of the matter is, buses will always matter to people in the UK. And what people are looking for is an affordable, accessible, reliable, convenient service with speeded up journey times. In our view, to get there, we need lower fares, properly enforced bus lanes, bus priority at junctions, removal of floating bus stops, an end to the practice of turning bus lanes into cycle lanes, and reduced levels, not increased levels, of overall traffic on bus routes. Our belief is that freeing the bus and making its passengers happy can be done. If we're to have a fair and equitable transport system, which is good for the environment, good for people, and good for the economy, we must remember that buses matter.